All right, guys, I'm going to take an in-body test. So just got to get naked. Just kidding. Come on in.
Okay, so wanted to take you guys through how quick and impactful the in-body scan process is in our nutrition coaching, whether we're doing one-on-one or even our Kickstart. Abby is going to be in the background getting herself prepared to do the process for the scan, so you guys can see how quick it is.
Don't look at my toes.
She is shoes off, socks off. You're going to have a towelette, clean the hands, then the bottoms of your feet. Then you will discard the towel once you're done. Okay. Then from there, you would step on the in-body. The in-body then is going to weigh you, and that takes about 5 seconds. It's going to calibrate the weight based on you stepping on the in-body. Then it's going to ask you for a unique code. That's going to be your phone number, including your area code. So this is going to save you in the system. So every time that you scan in, it's going to have your data over time. It's going to guide you on some basics you need to do. Grabbing the handles, spreading your arms out, thumb on the silver part that you see here. And this right here, once the elevator music hits,
starting your in-body test,
is the magic. So right now what's happening is some waves are being sent, some currents are being sent, and it's getting the data through the system there. And in a moment, maybe 10 seconds, it's going to tell her that it is complete.
the test is completed.
She'll then take a seat, she's done, and then probably within 15 seconds, it's gonna print out her sheet. And we'll do a quick overview using the big paper up here so you guys can see what sort of information that this gives you. We are a very health-centered coaching establishment at Railroad, so this data gives us very important information. The top portion of your sheet is going to break your body weight down into a couple components, water, and that's where the most fluctuation is going to be. A good range, if I remember accurately, is men. We're looking for 60 to 70% of our total body weight in water. Gals, somewhere in the territory of like 55 up to 65 is a great territory for water consumption. So you take your body weight, you multiply that, and you figure out, how am I doing there with my total water? And that's where there's going to be daily deviations you see on the scale is in water. It's not fat. That doesn't happen that fast. It's also going to give you your dry lean mass. That's your body's bones, bone, connective tissue, all the ligaments, all the small stuff in there. And then it's also going to give you your body fat mass. That's an important number to see over time, especially if that's your goal, to lose body fat, so you can see how much of my frame is actually body fat. That's the first portion. Almost more important to me is breaking down your muscle fat analysis, which we want to know your muscle mass. That's important to know, especially wherever we're at in terms of our age and our journey. We want to preserve that as far along as we embark on our journey, to preserve function, strength, capability, all of that good stuff. Strength in and out of training. A very, very important number, can you hand me the body fat sheet, is your body fat percentage. So if you look at this sheet loosely from, as far as the camera is from here, it gives us, based on your age, your body fat percentage, where are we in this zone? Are we in the blue zone, which is really lean? Are we in the green, which is super ideal? And are we in the yellow, which is average and good, but again, want to be kind of somewhere in this territory at a minimum for health? Or are we in the red? And if we are in the red, we as coaches, it's like red flags, because too much fatty tissue around the visceral organs for long periods of time are guaranteed risks for health problems. It's dangerous territory, so we want to start to hedge that over time. And it's a journey, because good body fat percent loss is about 1 to 2% a month. So again, if you're in the red, which is likely high 30s and up, we want to slowly drip our way down away from that, and that takes time, and that's why we focus on habits. So one more component in that muscle fat analysis is the body fat mass. So we have muscle, body fat mass, and body fat percentage. And then there's some other cool things in there, which I'll show you on the sheet here. So if I bring this sheet into play, we'll keep yours for you. So say I was reviewing with Abby, just so you guys can kind of see on a bigger paper here.
This is the body comp analysis. Like I said, water, dry lean, and then, oh, don't mind this stain. I spilled coffee on myself today. And then body fat mass. And this equals our weight. And again, the most fluctuations daily are going to happen in water. Okay. Then this is what I was referring to. That's really important to us in terms of our muscle fat analysis, our muscle, our weight, and then our body fat mass. And this also gives us a letter. So you can see if we connect it here, here, and here, this is the letter C. This means this is a weak body type that needs to increase its muscle and decrease its body fat mass. Super important. Our body fat percent lives down here. BMI, not a great indicator of health. It says I at 5'8" and 175 are obese. So it just takes in your height and your weight, and that's not a great indicator. Better is what we talked about, body fat percent. In terms of training, we can even look at your left and right arm analysis here between the muscle upper body to lower body, the balance between left arm and right arm. You can see 4.1 to 3.99, so a little dominant here, and then left leg to right leg. It's going to track your scans over time, your weight, your muscle, your body fat, probably three most important things over time, and then also gives us valuable info in your basal metabolic rate, which we break down with you in terms of what that is. So this is a little overview here of our scan. There's Gail. There's our beautiful board here. And this was just an overview here of how the data truly helps drive as we work to improve habits and stack habits over time.